Hey everyone, welcome to my channel Crafty Travels. My name is Briley and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your very own canvas art with your cry cut. Today I'm making a sign. It's going to say, "Life is what happens between coffee and wine." I may not be the biggest coffee drinker, but I can definitely throw down a glass of wine or 5. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. You're going to need obviously your canvas. Mine fairly small, it's an 8 by 10. It's also very thin. You can always go bigger. I just got this from the Dollar Tree and they sold it in packs of like 5, so why not save a little cash? So have my canvas. I'm going to be doing like an ombre painting behind my quote. So I do have a few different shades of blue. You can kind of see those there. I'm going to ombre from white to a dark blue. I'm also going to be taping off the edges of my canvas, so I do have, I think this is what, electrical tape or rubber, but really any tape is going to be fine. Handy dandy paintbrush. And then when it comes to the vinyl decal, which is how I'm going to be adding the quote to my canvas, because I don't have that like gorgeous calligraphy writing that I see all over social media these days. But I do have Cry-Cut Design Space already set up on my computer. I've got my mat and my vinyl already ready to go. Scissors to cut out the excess vinyl because I do save my scraps always. I have my iVine weeding kit that I'll be using to weed the vinyl once it's cut on my Cry-Cut. And this is actually, I'm pretty sure this is what people use to like cut like dough and bread when you're baking. However, it works really well with vinyl products as far as, I don't know what the tool is called, but when you like push down and push it onto the transfer tape, or if you're pushing onto the mat or whatever you may be doing, works really well, and it's only $1. So maybe life hack, may change your life, hope so, we'll see. Anyways, now that I have everything I need for this project, let's go ahead and get started with painting my canvas.
So here I just took my blue painter's tape and I taped off the edges of my canvas. I taped the edges about a 1/2 inch thick. Of course, you can do it whatever size you'd like your untouched edges of your canvas to be. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my paint and add a little drop of each color onto my canvas. These small drops were actually the perfect amount to cover the entire canvas, so you don't really need that much paint.
So now that I'm sitting here editing, I realized I didn't film any sort of transition from painting to my Cry-Cut machine. So basically, let me fill you in. After I finished painting, I just moved that to the side and then I grabbed my mat with the vinyl on it and clicked the cut button on my computer because the decal was already ready to go. And then loaded it into my Cry-Cut and action. Freshly cut and off the machine. I'm going to go ahead and remove it from my mat. See my previous video, I like to do this upside down and I pull my mat off of my vinyl. I found by doing that the vinyl doesn't curl up because it'll start turning into a tube. And that helps so much to keep my vinyl flat. Remember, right after you're done with your mat, always put that plastic cover over it. I just line up the corners at the bottom where it's not sticky, and then once they're lined up, press it on there. If you guys want to conserve your mats, make them last as long as possible, put the protective sheet over it so nothing like hair or dander or dust or whatever is gonna get stuck to it. And now, my all-time favorite part, weeding.
So I'm gonna start off by cutting out the excess vinyl just so I can save that scrap for maybe another project. And from there, I'm gonna go ahead and grab my weeding tool as well as my tweezers, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of all of the extra vinyl around my decal. I then stuck my decal to my transfer tape and cut off the excess edges. And here I just slowly removed the vinyl backing, so I have my decal on my transfer tape ready to be put on my canvas.
Alright guys, so now I have my freshly painted canvas and it is dry to the touch. And I also have my decal, which was transferred to the transfer tape and is ready to go. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the electrical tape from my canvas so you can see how these lines turned out. So it did bleed through a little bit. I'll have to keep that in mind next time. Make sure I firmly press down the tape on the edges, but it's not a project ruined just yet. I hope. I didn't even think about this. This is the hard part about putting my projects on video. On Instagram, if I mess up, I just make another one and no one knows. But now, you guys are watching the whole thing unravel and you can see I definitely messed up on this one. I'm still actually happy with how that turned out. We'll pretend that my mistake enhances the feature. So this honestly bled through on the edges, but not too bad. I'm still happy with it. We'll still put the decal on there, see how it turns out, and see what's up with that. So we'll try to get the decal all nice and centered. And then again, guys, this honestly, you just gotta eyeball it. Once you like where it's at, you can go ahead and press it down. Remember that if it's not perfect, it's not the end of the world. I think that's something that comes great with any really homemade items or DIY items, the fact that there is that room for a little bit of error. It's like having, if you go to a restaurant and they only have these perfectly circle pancakes, you think they're like, oh, they're like frozen pancakes or something like that. But when you go to IHOP, those edges of those pancakes aren't the same on every pancake, and that's how you know it was made with love. That makes it better. Okay, that might be a little bit of an exaggeration, but you guys get the idea. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be completely perfect. I think human error makes things sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it just makes it a little bit more personal. So now that I've got that pressed onto my canvas, it's time to clean it up and see how it turned out. Not bad. Let me get closer. All right, guys, so this is what we ended up with. I am actually really happy with it. I like the way that it turned out. It's the first time I've ever made a project like this. Now that we're a little bit closer, you can see how the paint kind of bled through from the tape, but it really doesn't bother me that much. So we'll see if I end up using this at all. Again, I'm not a coffee drinker, so maybe I'll gift it to someone. There you go, your very own DIY canvas house decor. And remember, this is a small one. Your canvas can be as big as you want it to. So comment down below if you like it. See ya.